What's going on, man? Steph back with another car video, man. I was like, yo, I worked all morning on posting on the gram and on the business. I haven't on TikTok yet, but I'm gonna get to that probably later today because it was posted yesterday, but I got so tired. But I'm back with another video, man. One thing, man, I want to talk about in this vid is, I say these videos on, most women, are 304s and whatnot, but I've talked to most of these women, though. I'm not going to say based on the conversation, but just on the behavior they act in. You have to be cautious of who you're getting close with. But what I see with a lot of the content creators, right? I noticed with them, they say all women are 304s and this, that, and the third. But the thing that blows my mind is, like, you say all, but how could you say all? You've not talked to every single female in the world. See, when I say the things, like, I've had conversations, that's when you really understand, okay, what's she about, how she feel about certain things based on a conversation I had with women in particular. And I want to really say this, man, understand the woman that you're meeting, or understand the woman that you are talking to. Not just, you can't just say all and you haven't really had conversations with them. Now, I really want to address that, man, because a lot of these content creators, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And like, the thing too, man, is I'm not the only one that's saying that. Ron Wills, he talks about it too. You guys say all women are 304s, but how you have conversation with all these women, right? That's why I always say, speaking to the woman, getting to know her, or whatever, you just have conversations here and there. That explains you. Her behavior explains everything, what you need to know about this woman in particular. And I feel like a lot of guys are forgetting that. Man, this boy almost got himself into a car accident. But that's like one of my issues, man, because okay, yeah, she might have dated a couple of dudes that were no good for her, or maybe she just felt like this guy was right for him in the moment. And you know how these women are, they fall in love and they get heartbroken and whatnot. That's always true, right? Because like I say, based on the conversations I had with women, or people I've talked to in my circle, or the women I've talked to in my circle, right, they always make the same mistakes. That's why I always say, conversations I had. But when you're having them, you cannot just flat out say that by just looking and judging, man. You got to say something. You got to say something and listen. Actually, that should be the title of the video, listening to what she says, that like tells you everything you know. So now you calculating and you understanding, all right, she's like this, or she's dealt with this in her life, or she's that. And another thing too, guys really just don't get, man. It's just you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. Like, I was even having a conversation with a homie, man. I was working, he was just working out, and he seen this bad chick, and he was like, yo, she bad, she's beautiful, like, I'm giving to her and all this, so I'll take her out. But it's like, you say all these things, she look good, but why don't you just say something? You know what I'm saying? And he's not, he's not a bad looking dude, you know what I'm saying, no homo pause. Not a bad looking dude, you know, he's got his stuff together. He's a content creator, he's a content creator, whatnot. He has all the qualities, but he just don't say anything, you know what I'm saying? And then when I told him, she got a kid and I think her dude is here. I don't know if that was her dude or not, but like I said, yeah, she has children. He still didn't make the approach. So that's why I always say, you know, when you're about to, you know, have a conversation with a woman, you say hello, how you doing, the way you say it, you know, the conversation goes, man, that's how you determine based how she is, not based off, you know, what a content creator say, or, you know, you just look at a female, oh yeah, she a 3 or 4. That's not what it is, man. You know, that's not how you're supposed to go on about meeting people. Because we are social creatures. You gotta talk, you gotta conversate. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can have a conversation with the homies, man, you can definitely have a conversation with a female. Females are just like us, man. They got things going on, you know what I'm saying? They got college, they got children, what else? You know, they gotta go to work, you know, they have favorite foods, TV shows, whatnot, types of music, even though they listen to whatever was trending, but you know, but not all of them like that. That's why I say you have to go out there and talk, right? Don't be a goofball about it, but just talk, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I have not, because I've been just focusing on my grind. But when I do have conversations, we talk, you know what I'm saying? And based off that, after a couple of them, not just 1 or 2, but after a couple of them, I know, like, okay, what she's about, you know what I'm saying? Or if, you know, who knows, if she shows action that she likes me and I like her, then I'll take it to that level. But what do I always say in the beginning of this video? You know, it's just a talk, you know, it's just having a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Right? That's what it is. I always say look out for the signs of everything and how to avoid, but every single video I've made is encounter with women, and I don't think a lot of content creators know that. You know what I'm saying? Like these podcasts with all these people on it. I'm not gonna say no names, but they act like they know everything, but they sound like just like every other content creator. I'm like, yo, you gotta have combos. And one thing too, I noticed that really bothers me, like one podcast in particular, the women have conversations with other women or experiences with other men, like they have their little short story times, but when it comes with the men, they don't. Or it may be just a bad date. That's how I know, okay, you don't really put yourself out there. And that's why I say to guys, man, you gotta get some money, man, you know what I'm saying? If you wanna be social and all this other stuff, man, but you got bills, all right, let's focus on getting this bill money up and have some money left over. So you go out, you know, you dress nice, you look fly, you know what I'm saying? Like where I'm from, weekends, man, you know, downtown, all types of women. I'm not saying going to the club, but you know what I'm saying, you can go to a nice little lounge. They have nice little lounges over there. They have a lot of activities over there. But you gotta have that money to go out there and see what it's about. You cannot just watch stuff on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Just cannot do that. That's why I'm doing all these videos, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to go based off work anymore, you know. Somebody like me want to go out and have some fun, you know, meet a couple women, not just like, oh, I want to smash them, blah, 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 blah. But if it comes to that point, okay then. But, you know, you putting yourself out there, man, you experience things, you start to see things like my homie talked about, and that's another video I want to talk about. But what I'm really telling guys is, man, you cannot say one thing about all women, meanwhile you've not had conversations with females. That's it for that, man. I'm out.